The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, live.
Well, welcome to the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton for action in the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. First up, we've got a women's clash between the Northern Tridents and the Hauraki Mavericks. Later on, we'll have the Central Falcons against the Southern Alpiners. Yes, we've got the creme de la creme of New Zealand women's hockey on display over the next month as we find out who will reign in provincial supremacy this year. Glenn Lama's my name. Thanks for joining us. Got Brooke Neal, one of the legendary Black Sticks, with us today. And Brooke, it's an exciting time, isn't it? We've got, well, the Olympics didn't happen this year, but we've got the Olympics next year, so there's a lot to look forward to for all of these players, and there's some fantastic players that we're going to see on display over the next month.
That's right, Glenn. It's really exciting to, for the first time this year, really watch this calibre of hockey being played, and I think the girls are just excited to go out there and just enjoy themselves. I just spoke to Jude, the coach of the Tridents, and he just said that was his key message today, so it'll be an exciting night of hockey.
Yes, we've got Black Sticks galore in this game, so the Northern Tridents and the Hauraki Mavericks coming up right after this. Okay, we'll come back. Well, we'll have the teams coming out in just a moment. Northern Tridents, Brooke, in fact, have 6 Black Sticks playing today, and then the 11, we got 11 Black Sticks in the Mavericks, so 17 Black Sticks on display in this game alone. It's going to be pretty cool to see them all in action. And the other thing I think we should point out straight off the bat is, you know, these players have been like caged lions, and now the cage is open with COVID obviously interrupting everything this year, and they must be off the dial to get out there.
I think so. I think it's a bit of this is the first time that these teams are playing together in this format and new uniforms, and you know they're looking really great out there. So I think it's the first game's always going to be a little bit, you know, getting used to each other and what the team's tactics are and establishing those identities. You obviously got the Tridents, so the Northern Tridents and the Hauraki Mavericks, and so it's really about establishing them, I guess, as regions in this new format.
Absolutely, and look, basically to summarise how these teams are broken down, basically the country's been divided into 4 regions for the hockey. The Northern Tridents is going to cover areas like Northland, North Harbour and Auckland. The Hauraki Mavericks is Auckland down to Taupo, and then we have the Central Falcons, which is the lower half of the North Island, and then we have the Alpiners, which is the entire South Island. So 3 North Island teams and 1 South Island team. And there was a bit of a draft to see where some players might end up, Brooke, but we've ended up with 4 very even teams. It's going to be really interesting to see who emerges on top over the next few weeks.
It's going to be really hard to call it. Who knows? It's anyone's game.
So we got the teams just about to be introduced to the crowd here. Thank you for joining us. We've got a lovely sunny day, although it is a bit breezy today in this clash as the umpires come onto the field, and that will be interesting to see how the players handle the breeze. Should be, the turf's obviously in good nick, it's been freshly watered. We've done very well to keep all our equipment dry, I must say. It's been fantastic. Been quite an effort by the technical crew here to get everything up and running here for you to watch here on Sky Sport Next over the next 2 hours. So Brooke Roberts coming onto the field. She's going to be the goalkeeper. Ella Hyatt-Brown, Rose Tynan, Lizzie Gill, Steph Dickens. Number 6 is a player to keep your eye on, folks. She's played 24 times for New Zealand, one of the Black Sticks players. Stacey Michaelson, of course, is another Black Stick. She's the most capped Black Stick of all time. Other players who have played for New Zealand in this lineup today: Erin Goad, who's going to play in the midfield. The sisters, Maddie and Katie Dorr. And interesting to note there that Kirsten Pearce, number 20, is actually not playing today, neither is Ella Gunson. So 2 very experienced Black Sticks there not playing for the Tridents today. A bit of a blow then for that team, Brooke.
Yeah, we'll be obviously the key players in the Black Sticks team, but you know, as you mentioned before, Glenn, it's looking pretty even, and I don't know who I would call today. Exactly,
it's very tough. Most of the other players have younger players who have come through the age group system. A lot of them have played for New Zealand under 21s, New Zealand 18, so it's a big opportunity for them to play for some established alongside some established players. Let's have a look at the Mavericks lineup now, and 11 Black Sticks are playing here. Number 2, Grace O'Hanlon, the goalkeeper. Lulu Tuilatava is going to play in this game as well. She's a midfielder. Liz Thompson, one of New Zealand's best at the moment, the defender. Julia King, Maddie Dow, Taylor White, Alia Jakes, all in the midfield. Kim Tanner, number 12, is another midfielder who's played for the Black Sticks. And Amy Robinson up front will be a key player for this Hauraki Mavericks team. And no Rose Cadell. She's listed in this squad as well, but she is not playing today, Brooke. So again, we've got a player in the Mavericks team who I'm sure they'd love to have in normal circumstances, not going to front in this clash. I think she's at Police College.
Sorry, that was Ella Gunson.
Oh, Ella Gunson.
Yeah,
Ella Gunson's at Police College, right. But Rose Cadell, I'm sure they would love to have her out there. Yeah, who's usually would be in the defence for the Mavericks.
I think she is out there. She saw her high bun.
Oh, okay. well. Okay, she is definitely playing. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, that's the starting 11s for both teams that are out there now. And we will be back for the start of this game right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Game 1 of the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is all set. The Northern Tridents in the light blue against the Hauraki Mavericks in the orange and the black. Thanks for joining us. We're at the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton. Game to be played over 4 15-minute quarters. And it's going to be really interesting to see who emerges. We have 6 Tridents players who have played for the Black Sticks, 11 in the Mavericks. And the legendary Stacey Michaelson out there for the Tridents. 287 games for the Black Sticks. And we're underway. It's going to be Tridents to kick things off. And straight away, they're not mucking around. And it's the great thing about hockey. The very fast game, fast-flowing game. And there's going to be a free hit for the Tridents as they move towards the circle. So straight away, it's going to be the Mavericks on defence. Be interesting to see, Brooke, how the combinations have developed. Because I guess training, it's nothing like playing a game to get the confident and the real combinations going.
Definitely, and I think what's really exciting is you've got so many young guns coming up So, you mentioned all the Black Six as well, but you've got some real talent to be grown in these regions, and yeah.
Well, that was a great tackle from Robinson. It's into the circle here for the Mavericks, and straight away a penalty corner has been awarded to the Mavericks, who are going to be basically the home team. They're playing all their games at home, and that was a good search into the circle from Robinson. All right, it's out for a long corner. It's going to be Trident's ball. Apologies about the technical issues that we've been having the early stage. The good news, folks, is we haven't missed any goals. We've not missed any goals in this match between the Tridents and the Mavericks. Tridents in the blue and the Mavericks in the orange. Tridents in possession. They move down this right flank. Trident's coming forward again into the circle, looking for a penalty corner. Not to be. No. And it's going to be Trident's ball. Still 0-all. Now the Mavericks sweeping forward. Up to the circle they come. 3 hits been awarded. That was Davey coming forward.
She's got an athletics background there, so she's pretty speedy. It's tough to keep up with her.
Cadell out on that right flank. It's Thompson with the ball. Looking for a free hit, but there's no whistle. So it's still Mavericks playing on here. Now the free hit has been awarded to the Mavericks. They're certainly dominating territory at the moment. Haven't really managed to get any decent shots on goal. This one could be an opportunity. It's been well defended, although the clearing hit wasn't affected, and it's going to be another penalty corner. So, the Mavericks have another opportunity. I think this is their 4th, maybe 5th penalty corner in this first quarter. So, Cadell's wearing 17. Here's the penalty corner. Here's the shot come in. Brock Roberts went down, but it was deflected before it got to her. Oh, that's good defending, isn't it? Now the Tridents have a chance to break away. Could burst into the circle here. And it's going to be the Tridents' ball.
Some good scramble defence from the Mavericks there.
Madeline Williamson. Sorry, Grace O'Hanlon, rather, the keeper there. So the Mavericks will get the chance to clear. Now they're using this right wing side effectively.
Quite a few turnovers and mistakes in this first part, which is to be expected given the amount of time off the game.
Well, it has, and then there was some internationals right at the start of the year, wasn't there? And then there hasn't been any action since, obviously. It's been pretty lean pickings for most sports in New Zealand. So the Tridents can swing forward here.
Yeah, actually the last game was when I was playing with the team back in Christchurch against Argentina. We ended up winning that one, which was a good way to, I guess.
Yeah, well, Argentina have been a pretty good side over the last few years, haven't they? So beating them any time is a good achievement.
Yeah.
So here is the Tridents again. But unfortunately, it's not been controlled, so that's another turnover.
Could imagine the sun's also quite difficult coming in on that angle. I know this turf is, you know, if you get late afternoon into the evening, it does become quite difficult to see sometimes.
Mavericks coming forward. It's good control there by Marlowe, but unable to be kept in by Brianna Catley, the 19-year-old, who's one of the Auckland players in this Mavericks team. It's not too many. So Catley will be familiar with a lot of her opponents in this game. Nice play from Polovnikov. But the play or the free hit goes against her. Thompson. Such an influential player, Liz Thompson. Dangerous ball into the circle, onto the foot of a Tridents player, and there is another penalty corner.
It is good to see Liz going forward like that. Obviously, she's a rock at the back in the Black Sticks team, so she's had quite a few injuries that she's overcome, and it's great to see her out there running.
Yeah, well, she's coming up to 200 games now for the Black Sticks. Of course, one of the gold medalists from the Commonwealth Games in 2018 who's playing out there today. So, another opportunity, and they'd like to execute one of these, wouldn't they? Thompson, you can see floating around. She's wearing 4 at the top of the circle there. Let's see what the Mavericks try to execute this time. There's a deflection, and no, it's going to go against the Mavericks. So Thompson's actually used as a decoy there. Good stop there by the keeper, Roberts. So far their penalty corner defence has been pretty good. The Tridents haven't conceded a goal yet. Okay, let's take him quickly. He's going to elude them, and it's gone back, and it's going to be Mavericks' possession. Marlowe plays it forward. She doesn't muck around. Robinson just trying to win the ball back for her team, but not able to do so on that occasion.
I think what the coaches will be looking for now is just to hold possession for more than a few passes. This is a good phase here, just knocking it round the back, just accumulating those passes to then be able to attack through some space.
Good
creating
play.
That overload.
Yeah, good play. Now the Tridents have an opportunity. Almost deflected into the stick of a Tridents player. Mavericks just a little fortunate there. But the Tridents enjoying a bit more possession now. Just over 4 minutes to play in this first quarter. Well, that one eluded the stick there of Kate Ivory. So the Mavericks have it again. That one hit the foot, so it's been turned over. Controlled by Marlowe. Went for the long ball down, try and find Tori Robinson, wearing 20 there for the Mavericks. It's real still feeling out, isn't it? I think players are just enjoying getting the ball, their stick on the ball at the moment. Brooke, just getting the feel for playing again.
I agree, and then you just watch Stacey Michaelson on the ball here. She's obviously done that once or twice. And she'll want to hunt this ball down and get it back.
Well, it's good defending by that Mavericks player, but in the end it's the Tridents that still have it. The feeling they could pinch a goal here to be a bit against the run of play. Cadell gives away the free hit. Nice stick work coming in there from Tui Lotolova. But it's been turned over. And Robinson's going to get onto this one. Amy Robinson. Oh, she's been dispossessed. Excellent play from Katie Dorr, the youngster, who's just out of school and already played for New Zealand.
She was actually her first tour. I was her roommate.
Yeah.
She was studying for exams. I was running my business. It was
pretty
good combo.
amazing. Well, I just think it's amazing for anyone who, I think she debuted when she's only 17. Pretty amazing achievement, isn't it, Brooke, to debut that young in any sport?
Oh, it is. And I think, when she was out there playing against someone like the Netherlands, it's just about just enjoying it. And I think when they're that young, it's often that they don't feel that pressure as much, maybe. So, yeah, she really enjoyed herself.
Now, here's an opportunity, but a green pasture in front of this Tridents player. Play continues. Advantage is played. Michaelson has it. Reverse stick shot. And there's the first goal. What a cracker from Stacey Michaelson. Who else?
Really is a signature shot from her. Bottom right corner of the goal.
Here's
That's
the replay.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Let's look at how Michaelson got onto this. Super control. And then the power was too good for the keeper. And it's 1-0 to the Tridents.
It's really tough as a defender trying to get a stick on that reverse shot.
So, great start for Stacey Michaelson. Loves scoring goals, doesn't she? 34 goals she scored in her career. And straight away the Tridents coming onto the attack again. Oh, that's a nice touch. Pressure on the Mavericks defence to clear this effectively. And they will do so, although they've now handed over possession with Taryn Davey unable to keep that in. Just about need a stick double the length to get that one. It's interesting, you think back to all those penalty corners that the Mavericks had earlier, Brooke, and that's it. It's got to take your opportunities.
Oh, suddenly the momentum shifts and you can feel that just as the Blue just keep on having possession of the ball. Obviously just got to be smart about it now. I think that'll be the key messages from the senior girls and the team, is just to hold on to it and try not to hit it away.
Yeah, quite happy to keep the Mavericks down this end of the pitch at the moment. Closing in on quarter time here.
Probably first aerial of the game.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So there goes the hooter, and that will be quarter time. So just the one goal in it at quarter time, and it was Stacey Michaelson just a couple of minutes ago who barely won past the keeper with that reverse stick shot. Showed all her class and finishing skills. And Jude Menezes will be very happy, the coach of this Northern Tridents team. They absorbed all that pressure, Brooke, in that first part of that first quarter. And
it'll be interesting to see the stats on that one, because I would assume Mavericks would have had a lot more circle penetrations and obviously the penalty corner opportunities. But, it just takes one runaway and one shot.
Absolutely. And Michaelson wearing 8 there. You can just see her on shot. Captain of this team as well. Black Sticks captain. Two-time Olympian. We're going to have Kayla Whitelock playing later today, who's been to the Olympics 4 times and hoping to make it 5 next year. It's incredible.
Very inspirational to have her amongst the teams.
Well, Mark Borges, the coach of Hauraki Mavericks, what do you think his key message should be to his team at quarter time?
I think just possession. I mean, obviously he's got a Dutch background, and so, that they're all about stringing passes together and waiting for the right opportunity to, and obviously giving and going is a big theme as well. So I'd assume that he'd use some of those same tactics that he's grown up in. Yes,
indeed. He's one of Hockey New Zealand's performance coaches, and he is very familiar with the Dutch system. And the Mavericks, remember, I guess, will be looking to their senior players, Liz Thompson, Rose Cadell, to really, I guess, drive the team forward and convert some of the opportunities that they've created in this first quarter.
I think what's interesting also is just to see a few players playing in slightly different positions than normal. You've got Liz Thompson, who you saw searching forward a little bit more. You've got Kim Tanner, who's central defender. She's normally a little bit further forward. So I think it's a great time for them to branch out and try something new in a different position and develop those skill sets. It really makes them an all-rounded player if you can adapt.
Yeah, well, I remember Liz Thompson during a series that I once commentated a few years ago. They played her more forward in the latter games, and she was very effective coming out of her defensive role, kind of a sweeper role that she played in that era. So maybe we'll see her push forward a bit more. Second quarter underway. The Tridents leading by 1-0. Stacey Michaelson, the goal scorer. Tridents in the blue if you're just joining us, and the Mavericks in the orange and black. This is the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, with the country being split into 4 regions for this competition. We've got 2 games in this session as Michaelson comes forward here. And we'll have 2 more games on Saturday, 2 on Sunday to complete the first 3 rounds. And then next week we have the men's competition. So what Hockey New Zealand are trying to do here is really almost centralise their talent and spread it evenly across the 4 teams. And I think we mentioned this earlier, Brooke, but it's worth repeating again that going through the team lists, they're actually very even across the 4 teams. There's quality players sprinkled across the 4 teams, and it's really hard to identify a favourite.
It is. It's really hard to pick it. I think it's going to go down to the last quarter.
We will have penalty shootout. We'll have the shootouts as well if scores are tied at the end of each game. So hopefully, not that the players enjoy it too much, but the spectators is always worth watching. So hopefully we'll get a couple of those games at some point over the next month that end with shootouts.
I think the players will thrive. They'll enjoy it. We've had a shootout under pressure for almost the whole year, so
yeah,
they'll
that's
step
true.
up to the challenge.
Now the Mavericks coming forward here. Had 5 penalty corners so far, looking for a 6th maybe. So far that's been defended by the Tridents. So a couple of these younger players playing out there at the moment. Amelia Marlowe, a under-21s player from 2018. And we have, again, a lot of under-21 talent, under-18s talent playing in this game today as well.
Including my own cousin, Glenn. Clodagh.
Yes.
Shout out to
McCullough.
her and the Northern Tridents.
Yeah, have you seen her out there yet?
Yeah, she's on right half at the moment.
Ali Hunt defending here for the Mavericks. So the Tridents coming forward again, taking it quickly. Here she is, McCullough. Almost playing it off the foot. That was actually really well defended, wasn't it?
It was. Ali is obviously an athletics background as well, so she's got some wheels on her.
Now Robinson has given away the free hit. A little bit mystified as to what she did wrong there, but it will be Trident's ball. Right, sorry about that, folks. Another technical problem, but our team working behind the scenes have done a great job to get it up and running again. Again, no goals have been missed. It's still 1-0 to the Tridents. Mavericks, that's a great cross-field pass. This is looking better. Into the circle comes Dow. And it's going to be a little bit of a shoulder charge there almost. And it's going to be Trident's ball. Player giving away the free hit was Tui Latolava.
I think what you might see as we move through this series is more structure in the presses specifically. It's not something that you tend to focus on, especially for the first game. Not used to everyone playing together.
Okay, here's a chance for the Tridents. 2 players to the left, 1 to the right, but the Mavericks were back in good numbers. Maddie Dow. And that's going to be the Tridents' possession. 1-0 with 8 to play in the first half. Don't forget, later on we've got the other match coming up for you, the Central Falcons, who are the Lower North Island team. So players from Manawatu, Hawke's Bay, Wellington, Taranaki primarily. I think there's a couple from Wanganui actually in their squad as well. They're playing the Southern Alpiners, who are full of Canterbury players. And a few other regions as well. Thompson plays it forward for the Mavericks. Into the centre it comes, and it's going to be...
You almost have a look like the 2 times they went up and wide along the right side, they got circle penetration. So if I was the coach, I'd be telling them to do more of that.
Yeah, they're looking down the right quite well at the moment, aren't they? Tanner. Tori Robinson. Tries to go around the outside, and that's going to be another long corner. Trident's got a lot of players back behind the ball. Always hard penetrating. Marlowe. That one's come off the foot, so it's going to be Mavericks ball, and it's taken quickly here by Dow. Well, it's, I think, cannon into the foot there of Jakes. So it's going to be the Tridents ball again. .6:40 to play. So multiple subs are being made here. Got to be organised on the sideline, don't you, with subs? It's really changed over the last few years, hasn't it?
You can get caught out. Sometimes too many players on the field and you can get a card for that. So,
well, Cadell just lost control of the ball. Jakes was fighting hard for it. And so Mavericks still have a chance here, but 4, 7, 8, 9 players behind the ball. All of them are back there, the Tridents. No one putting any pressure here on these Mavericks players.
It's a great time just to shift the attack. Awesome bit of skill there.
So this is Amelia Marlowe squeezing between 2 players. Oh, it's been taken away by the Tridents. It's back in Mavericks' possession again. White. Nicely controlled by Cadell. Now, here's an opportunity into the circle. Looking for that crash ball, maybe a deflection, but it hasn't worked out for the Mavericks. But they'll keep possession. This is Eva Zulstra. She still has it. 20 years of age from Waikato. Here's Jakes. Oh, she's lost it. It's a good tackle. Great run here. Oh, that was great work by that Tridents player. First the tackle and the stick work was pretty good.
It's great to see some of these girls who I know have been battling injuries over this year to come back out. Ella Hart Brown, a few girls who looking good out there.
Which is great, isn't it? Thompson's got it. She's playing primarily on the right at the moment, isn't she? She goes aerial this time. Now that's fallen beautifully. And I think Amy Robinson has still got it. Got a free hit just outside the circle. Now, can they earn at least a penalty corner here? Yes.
They'll really be looking to capitalise on this one. They've had enough chances.
Yeah, 1-0 the score to the Northern Tridents. And now another penalty corner. So Jakes was taking the penalty corners earlier. Not anymore. Alex Lucan's up there. It's going to be Amy Robinson who's going to take this one. 77 games for the Black Sticks. And it's deflected. It's still an opportunity here for the Mavericks. And no, it's going to be Trident's ball. They've defended it again, Brooke. Let's have a look and see if we can pick up. Now comfortably saved by the keeper.
Good bit of defensive work there. Those masks are often hard to see the ball at your feet, so she's done well there.
Great tackle coming in from Ali Hunt. And now it's White who has it for the Mavericks. I think a green card might have been given there by the official. Hunt.
You can hear some girls yelling the call around, go around.
Good tackle coming in here from Woods. And she's created an opportunity here. There's the pass. Oh, the control not quite there from Robinson. Not far away. That was a good pass coming in from Tori Robinson to her. There's a great bit of work from Woods, and then Tori Robinson just couldn't quite control it. It was pretty close though. Now, is that deflected off a Tridents player? It has.
Looks like Brooke Roberts and Maddie Williamson, the two goalkeepers, have made a switch at quarter time. Might be doing half a game each, but quarter roundabout.
Yeah, well, they're both very good keepers, aren't they? Williamson, the under-21s keeper from a couple of years ago for New Zealand, and Brooke Roberts, current Black Sticks player. Now, 2 to play. Again, the Mavericks are ending the half as they started it. Just at the right end of the field at the moment. Hunt brings it forward again, but again, the defending is good.
You got some past Black Sticks in there, creating a bit of more experience at the back for the Tridents. Erin Goad, she's obviously not a defender, but she's back there helping out. Kat Henry.
It's good to see. So Hunt to take it. Mavericks are going to build from the back through Woods and Tanner. And now over to the right goes Thompson. She's lost it. Good tackle coming in there. In fact, losing it was Marlowe. Zylstra. Well, the target there was White. Racing in to disrupt it was Kayla Reid. So inside the last minute of this first half. It's going to be Trident's ball. Can they cook something up here? Pinch a second before half time. It will very much be against the run of play of these last 5 to 10 minutes.
Tridents will be quite happy just knocking it round, killing the clock down. Obviously don't want to give them another sniff before half-time.
It's a nice pass. Amy Robinson on the ball here now for the Mavericks. Robinson takes it quickly. Good pass into the centre. Good keeping. It's a chance right in front of goal. Oh, it's been missed. Right on half-time. Wow. The Mavericks had a golden opportunity to equalise there, but they failed to do it. So just the one goal in the first half of this opening Premier Hockey League match, the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. And it's a goal from Stacey Michaelson, the captain of the Northern Tridents, that has that team, her team, 1-0 ahead at half-time. So there is Michaelson, the goal scorer. Interesting half, Brooke, where we saw the Mavericks really create numerous opportunities, but one of them just couldn't go in. We'll come back with Brooke's thoughts in just a moment. Here, we'll be back for the second half very shortly.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
More than ever, we need our parents to be more supportive
so we can go out there and have some fun.
We're on a mission to find some of our most famous sport parents.
To give our parents some helpful advice.
So do you think you'll be able to help us out?
Absolutely. When I played sport, it was all about having fun.
Talk about the effort they win and not about the fact that they won the game.
Try and encourage our kids to get involved in as many sports as possible.
We want to build kind, strong, resilient athletes.
They see and watch your behaviour all the time. They see everything.
You know, don't pressurise them and trying to make them improve too quickly.
Kids coming in with a lot of overtraining injuries.
They're not supposed to know how to have the winning mindset at the age of 12.
If they come off that field or come off that court with a smile on their face, then I'm a happy man.
We came up with 10 golden rules for being an awesome sport parent.
To check them out, go to besportive.kiwi.
So, Egypt, exciting.
It's been my lifelong dream to see the sunrise over the pyramids. Oh, it's silly, really.
Not at all. The room, it must be 502.
Amazing work from the young winger.
Half-time here at the first game of the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League for 2020. The Northern Tridents leading the Hauraki Mavericks by 1-0. And the Mavericks have created a lot of opportunities, this team here, but numerous penalty corners, but haven't been able to convert one just yet. It'll be interesting to see how their coach, Mark Borges, will keep his team on point here. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Glenn Lama's my name. Brooke Neal, one of the great Black Sticks players of recent years, is joining me in the commentary. And let's have a look at the goal. This one happened just before the end of the first quarter, and this is Stacey Michaelson at her best. What a shot to open the scoring.
Against Grace O'Hanlon, it's no easy feat as well. She's 6 foot, that goalkeeper, and obviously long levers, and yeah, she was even stretching for that, so she'll be disappointed with that, but against Stacey Michaelson, I guess you can't blame her.
Yeah, so that's the only goal, but the Mavericks have been quite the story in the first half. At least half a dozen penalty corners they've created, and then that opportunity just before the break where the ball has just eluded the stick of that player, where they missed out on equalising just before the break. Now the coach, Jude Menezes, is here of the Northern Tridents. Even though they're leading, they could easily be behind, Brooke, and this is one of the beauties of sport, isn't it? And he'll be, I don't think, feeling secure or really happy or comfortable is probably the right word, isn't it, at this halftime score, even though they're leading 1-0.
Yeah, that's right, Glenn. I think consistency is probably going to be the focus going forward, especially in the second half. Can you hold on to the ball? Can you string some passes together and potentially look to expose a few areas around the outside, maybe?
Well, Jim Menezes is a very good coach. He's the Black Sticks women's goalkeeping coach, and of course a very good player himself. Don't forget, at 7 o'clock we've got our second match coming up, the Central Falcons up against the Southern Alpiners. To remind you once again, the country has been divided into 4 regions for this Premier Hockey League. So basically we've got the 2 Upper North Island teams going at it here in this game. The Tridents, Auckland above, so it's Auckland, North Harbour and Northland players primarily. And then the Mavericks team is Waikato Bay, plenty of few Auckland players as well, Counties Manukau. And then the Central Falcons is the lower half of the North Island. So you're talking Wellington players, Palmerston, North Manawatu, Hawke's Bay, Taranaki players. I think there's a Wairarapa player in there too, if I'm not mistaken, a couple from Wanganui, and then the Southern Alpiners is the entire South Island. So we have all of these teams, I think, playing each other twice during the round robin, and then heading, in fact, once, and then they head to a finals campaign after that. So over the next, not only today, but the Saturday and Sunday games that we will enjoy over the next little while, we'll complete round 1, and then we'll be back here in Hamilton next Thursday for the first round of the men's competition, which will be interesting indeed. And the great thing is, if you've just tuned into the broadcast, we have Black Sticks. Wow, we've got so many Black Sticks players playing in these teams, both men's and women's. It's really neat to see. For example, 11 of the Mavericks players have played for the Black Sticks, and 6 of the Tridents players have played for the Black Sticks just in this game alone. So it's really good to see. And there's some great, Stacey Michaelson, arguably one of the best players we've ever produced. 287 games, 34 goals for the Black Sticks. She's been a Black Sticks player for 11 years. Pretty amazing that she's still able to display her great skills.
No doubt there'll be some banter among the teammates out there. You're used to playing side by side. I mean, obviously you train against each other, but it'd be great competition and camaraderie, but also, rivalry. Well,
it's all about, you never get that thirst for losing, do you? You always want to win when you're competing in sport, particularly at this level. So we're not far away from the start of the third quarter. It's going to be the Mavericks with the first possession, trailing by 1-0. They shouldn't be losing heart, Brooke, I don't think, even though they're down by 1-0. It's only 1 goal. They've got themselves into those opportunities which we touched on numerous times. Surely one of them is going to convert.
I think that's the beauty about hockey. It can be the last minute or 30 seconds and any team could have it.
So Alia Jakes is going to start it all off. And straight away she's going to look for a territorial advantage. Taken quickly as the Tridents go aerial.
It's a skill that has been developed over the years. The men obviously started it quite a lot and developed it quite a lot quicker than us, the women. But now it's being a big part of the game. The challenge is just to get them further and further.
Well, Liz Thompson coming forward here. She's played 187 games and she's only 25. She keeps playing the game. She's going to have a lot more caps next to her name. Fingers crossed, of course, next year. Hopefully, when COVID settles down, Brooke, we'll be back to normal, but could take some time. We'll see.
It's easy to forget what the rest of the world and the hockey community are going through right now. Definitely feel for the friends and teams overseas not able to compete.
Yeah, particularly in Europe. It's pretty gnarly over there at the moment, isn't it? Well, let's just rebound it off the stick there of Olivia Crum. So the Mavericks now look to push forward. Goodell to take this. Thompson, can she earn a penalty corner? Not just yet. In fact, it went over the back line, didn't it? So it's going to be Trident's ball. Oh, you've got to give the Tridents props too. They defended quite well, I think, in this game.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, it switched the point of the attack nicely, didn't it? Dow plays it in. And unfortunately, Zylstra just erred there, but again, promising signs for the Mavericks. You also wonder how the fitness levels are for these players in this very first game.
Speaking to a few of them, they're a bit puffed after the warm-up. I'm not sure if they've done a fitness test recently, but I mean, during lockdown, it's really tough without your teammates pushing you through. That was obviously a few months ago, but with club hockey and the year that's been, no doubt they'll still be getting those hockey fitness levels back. It's a bit different than just going for a run or getting on the bike.
Yeah, that's it. You want to get the stick in your hand at some point, don't you?
It's nothing quite like playing a game for the lungs.
So Trident's happy to just build from the back. Deflected off the stick there of a Mavericks player. Batted by Crum, and nice work to gather that ball in. It's come off the foot there of that.
I think that's smart from Amy Robinson, just taking a quick free hit, and I think that's what both teams could actually afford to do more of, is just taking it without the opposition being able to set up.
So the Mavericks building from the back again. Wide out to Thompson, and nicely controlled by Maddie Dow. Back into Thompson. Again, they're just not getting that luck at the moment, and the Tridents have survived again.
Doesn't look like the Mavericks are... Oh, there's an aggressive press. They were falling back before, so I think they're just mixing it up.
Well, this time the Tridents rather. A bit more intent to their attack. It's Mavericks ball. 5 minutes gone in this third quarter. The goal to Stacey Michaelson right at the end of the first quarter. Yes, the Tridents leading by 1-0. Don't forget at 7 o'clock we have the Falcons from below North Island up against the Southern Alpiners.
That was really clever from Tyler Lynch there, just forcing them back to the left pocket.
Well, the Tridents have it again. Nice pass. Still there for the Tridents. Into the circle. And a penalty corner. Into the legs. Nice play.
And you've got Stacey Michaelson on the drag out. That accuracy is pretty pinpoint.
Yeah, Moffat coming forward here. In fact, I'm trying to think if the Tridents have had a penalty corner in the game. This might only be their first or second. Don't think they had one in the last quarter. Might have had one in the first.
Steps up here to take the, looks like maybe Kate Ivory.
So Mickelson's going to take the penalty corner. Big moment here. Here's the shot. Almost gone in. Has it been saved? It's a second goal. Another goal.
That Kate Ivory's really developed her drag flick over the years. It's good to see her get one in.
Let's have a look and see exactly. See if we can pick up if there was a player got a final touch on it. Well, it was a scrambling effort from the keeper, but she couldn't keep it out. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to be kept out by O'Hanlon, so Ivory's goal doubles the lead. And that's how to execute a penalty corner. 2-0. So well done to Kate Ivory, the 21-year-old. Been close to the Black Stick squad on occasions. Brooke hasn't quite played for them yet. She's been there or thereabouts, though.
Definitely one to watch coming through.
That's the thing, if you've got a good drag flick in penalty corners, it's a lethal skill, isn't it?
It's amazing the execution levels that are needed from both the drag out and the trap for the drag flicker to be able to actually execute their skill.
Yeah, it's team effort, isn't it? Now that's just dribbled over the sideline and it's been turned over, and now the Tridents can come forward, but it's been well defended again by the Mavericks. Now is this one going to bounce for Tori Robinson? Yes. Tridents players immediately crowd her, but she's managed to get a free hit. Now Dow. Dow still has it. Nicely controlled. They're just not getting those penalty corners onto the foot of the leg, are they?
Sometimes if you're trying to aim for it, you get everything but.
Hunt played it back. The Mavericks back on halfway now. Nice one-touch passing. Good tackle. Oh, that's brilliant. Here's a chance across the face.
Just
no one there.
Person on the far post to just touch that in.
Well, great tackle coming in here. Yeah, well won. It was Amy Robinson again. Just couldn't quite get that touch at the near post. Looks like it might have been Tori Robinson there, Brooke, who was close.
I know leading up to the Olympics at the start of this year, we had a big work on trying to get on that far post instead of creeping across and trying to touch it in front of the defender.
Mavericks doing well to keep Tridents pinned in their own half at the moment. Katie Dorr playing it back. Now it's been turned over, has it? Yeah, that's gone against the Tridents. Just outside the circle. Adele. Adele's right on the edge here. She's surrounded by two defenders. Can she squeeze through both of them? I think that's come off her foot. So it will be Trident's ball. 2-0. Michaelson and Ivory, the goal scorers. 5 to play in this third quarter.
You can see just how hard it is looking into the sun with the Tridents team now. That sun's getting lower. It's a good chance for the Mavericks to throw some overheads and potentially not be able to see the ball.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt when you can't see the ball in the sun.
I think goalkeepers especially, that's the trickiest.
Well, that was Katie Dorr coming forward again. So the Tridents here. Space, crash ball into the middle, but it's been beautifully defended. And now the Mavericks can come away again. Well, Trident's happy to keep the Mavericks down the centre of the field at the moment. Now, is that going to fall to a Maverick stick? Yes, is the answer. Great tackle, look at that. That's
Great
how to do it.
Okay, Henry.
So it's going to be Trident's ball. Not surprisingly, they're happy to knock it back at the moment. It's good play. Freeing up a player on the right. Well, the pass wasn't quite accurate enough, but still they brought that out of the back quite nicely there, Brooke.
A little bit hard to see there, but
yeah, I think it's Mavericks' ball.
they'll be really wanting to create something in this third quarter.
Here's a surge from Michaelson again. Look out, the reverse stick could be coming here. Wasn't quite on target that time. Hanlon had that near post protected, but it's come off her pads, I think, so it's going to be more Trident's ball.
If Tridents can get either a penalty corner or a goal here, it'll make it really tough for the Mavericks.
Great little pass in front of goal now. O'Hanlon under pressure again. But the call has gone against the Northern Tridents. So away comes the Hauraki Mavericks again. Well, 2 to play. It's Tanner.
Those are often the hardest ones to trap, coming a bit wobbly.
Yeah, you almost have to control the stick with your left hand. I suppose that can be a bit harder if you're a natural right-hander. I don't know. Here comes the Tridents again. Maybe looking for a penalty corner, but the free hit comes just outside the circle. It's taken quickly. Into the circle it comes. Play on's the call. Here's an opportunity in front of goal. It's 3-0. And it's Stacey Michelson's second. Well, that's punishing an error. And it's now looking very comfortable for the Tridents on the scoreboard.
I'll be pleased with getting one in before the quarter time break.
Yeah, they're just a little messy. Not clearing that ball. Michaelson in there with a niggly stick, and then there's the skillful finish. So 3-0. And Tridents press forward again. They'd love maybe even a fourth here before three-quarter time. It's Dorr. Still there. No call yet. Wonder whether there's a penalty corner, surely. No, it's gone onto the leg of a Tridents player, or anyway, the ruling's gone against the Tridents. Maybe a little unlucky not to get a penalty corner there.
It's always tough when there's a scrap like that. Probably hit everyone's foot.
Yeah. And of course the official can be obscured and can't quite see sometimes. 25 seconds to go. Still time here for the Tridents. Score another one. It's a good pass into the circle. Hanlon's out. There's a fourth goal. Yeah, we'll try and pick up who's scored that one. The Mavericks, it's all gone wrong for them in this last period of the third quarter. Sophie Hildesley has scored the fourth, 19-year-old. And
I think the Mavericks just took their eye off the ball there for a second, and maybe a few people lunging in to try and make some tackles.
Well, it's been a great quarter for the Tridents. 3 goals they've scored in that quarter. Ivory, Michaelson and Hildesley.
Often in the past they say the third quarter is the one that makes or breaks it. It's going to be a tough uphill battle for the Mavericks.
And that's the thing too, Brooke, even with 30 seconds to go, it's such a fast game. You know, you think, oh, it's only 30 seconds left. They can't possibly score another one. Well, you can, as we've just seen. It's very quickly moved into an attacking position, and they executed brilliantly. So Jude Menezes will now be very happy with what's been a dominant third quarter. And the Hauraki Mavericks, well, nothing's quite gone right for them. As we've touched on in the call, they have created opportunities. Here's the second goal. This was scored by Ivory, and unfortunately it was O'Hanlon who just couldn't get the ball. It was like the ball was being sucked in by the goal there.
I think you also have to keep in mind, Glenn, is that these players are literally playing together for the first time today. And
that's true.
I'm not sure if any of these players have even had a training all together with everyone. And so these first games are definitely going to be trying to get the combinations together, and communication. It's something that is talked about often, but it's really tough.
It really is. So Michaelson 2 goals. We saw all 3 goals there in the third quarter. So the Mavericks got a long way back now. As they try and come back from a 4-0 deficit. And what do you do now if you're the Tridents? Do you sit on this lead? Do you keep pressing? Do you keep pushing? Do you keep hunting, trying to get more goals?
I think the mistakes come when you try and be a little bit too defensive and hold the lead. I think they're just the message would be keep going.
Well, they've done a great job with their tactics. Reed was on the ball there for the Tridents. Robinson trying to win it for the Mavericks.
It's not a lot of time, that 3-quarter break, to recollect, but it can be just the thing to change momentum. So Mavericks will be looking to use that break to reset, refocus.
Don't forget we have the Central Falcons and the Southern Alpiners coming up at 7 o'clock. Looking forward to that clash. Plenty of black sticks in both teams as well. It's going to be a really interesting match, that one coming up at 7 o'clock, as we touched on. Now here come the Tridents again. Ivory, who scored that earlier goal from the penalty corner. Here she is playing it forward.
She is really tough to mark from experience, Stacey Michaelson.
Well, Michaelson basically
tackled
away. Basically tackled herself there. Here's Thompson. Michaelson tries to win the ball back. Liz Thompson's got pretty good stick work herself.
It's clever there just to roll back and...
Oh, it's play on, and Michelson's got it. Cadell lost it. Well, the pass wasn't quite accurate enough from Michaelson that time, but the Tridents will get another opportunity. It's just crept under the stick there. So it's going to be Mavericks' ball. Oh, it's going to be Mavericks' ball again. Early stages of the fourth quarter.
Mavericks will really be needing to pull something special out here.
Yeah, they really need to get at least just a goal pretty much in the next couple of minutes.
It'll be easy for them to start hitting and forcing it forward, but I think if they just keep to the basics and string some passes together, they could come up with a goal or two in this last quarter.
Jakes comes forward. Nice pass into the circle. Still there. Davey was dispossessed. Katie Dorr did a very good job to come away with the ball for the Tridents. Looked like a yellow card there, didn't it? Mavericks have the ball.
That could give the Mavericks the advantage if it was a 5-minute yellow. That's a major advantage.
Exactly. So the Tridents might be down a player. And immediately they spread it to the right. Woods drives it in, but unfortunately the cross wasn't accurate enough.
Can see the Mavericks being slightly more aggressive in the press here. Just need that one touch to come off when they're pressing.
Do indeed. Great play, isn't it? But it's been cut out there by Woods. Played forward by Marlowe, and now Thompson. Great pass. Oh, it's just too far, in fact. Who was she going for? The player who was running through, or the other one?
Hard to say.
Yeah. So 9 minutes. Just over 9 to go. Still comfortable on the scoreboard for the team in the blue. Woods. It's Davey. That's a good move. Good turn. Couldn't find her teammate though. Tui Latolova. Almost got the ball back, but in the end it's gone off her, and it's going to be Katie Dorr. Michaelson. Lovely pass.
That right side has been quite good for opening up some space.
Well, dribbles into the circle off that Mavericks player. Nice composure by the Mavericks to bring that out of the circle, and Dow did a good job. But here come the Tridents again.
It's always a tough position to be in with the Tridents. I know it might sound weird being 4-0 up, but that mindset of just trying to stay attacking and not change anything about what's working it's really hard to do when you don't want to take risks and you don't want to give them the opportunity to counter-attack.
Well, the ball being turned over a bit at the moment from both teams. Nice touch. That was a lovely touch. Yeah, Woods. Oh, unfortunately, Woods couldn't find Davey in the midfield. And here come the Tridents this time down the centre. Still have it. Good tackle coming in, though, on the edge of the circle. Really good tackle.
I think sometimes defenders don't get enough credit. Might be slightly biased, but that was great.
Yeah. No, you're spot on. All the glory goes to the goal scorers, doesn't it?
Well, that could have easily resulted in a circle penetration and then a goal.
Absolutely. Goad plays it forward. Fortunately not controlled off that stick, and it's going to be Tanner who will get things going again for the Mavericks. Well, let's drive a few players there. And now the Mavericks pounce on it again. That was White playing it forward. Now Jakes. Free hit to the Mavericks on the edge of the circle. Jakes keeps it in field. Or maybe it's just gone over the line. It has. Can't be much in that one. So the Tridents come forward with 6 to play. Still there. It's gone wide. No, Hanlon's been busy. And goal for the Mavericks in this game. Well, that pass has been intercepted. And the Tridents back in possession. Happy to knock it around at the back at the moment. Now they come forward. Well, time's against the Mavericks now, mounting a comeback, Brooke. And the unfortunate thing for them is that they haven't really created much in this quarter at all. And
I think those earlier penalty corner opportunities, I mean, it could have been a whole another story. It's hard to say. You never know what can happen in 5 minutes, so don't want to speak too soon.
Well, that's true. And Mavericks have just got to create a couple more opportunities. They certainly have created enough. Could have easily have had 4 goals themselves. Free hit goes against the Tridents. This is better. Attack on the left side this time as Kately comes forward. But she's lost the ball again. It's lovely control. Tuila Tolliver on the ball here, and she's got a free hit for her team.
They're going to be wanting to speed the play up now. Looks like there's ball kids out there too, Educare ball kids. Definitely helps.
So 4 minutes to go. Goad it was losing that shootout, and now here's a chance in front of goal. Still there for the Mavericks. No penalty corner conceded by the Tridents, and they escape again. And it's cleared away there by Gill. But unfortunately, it's ricocheted out, and what's going on here? Penalty corner has been awarded.
Doesn't look like the opposition was 5 when they took the ball. That's a tough one because it's hard to say, did you stop it on the spot? Was it really stationary? I think that's what Aaron Goad was trying to argue there, but I mean, obviously there's no replays.
And they're also well outside the circle there. Yeah. And I know penalty corners can be given outside the circle, but referee didn't waste time there making that decision. Well, they've really got to get this one in.
Yeah, the rule does state you do have to make an attempt to be 5, and if that doesn't look the case, then I guess that's their discretion. But normally you take that to video replay. I mean, it's tough to call outside the circle as well.
So over goes Lulu Tuilatolova to take this penalty corner for the Mavericks. And it's been saved by Williamson.
Don't think they have a specialist drag flicker in the Mavericks, which is always tough when there's only that option. The goalkeeper knows exactly that they're going to sweep it or hit it, so she's going to go down, which really takes up a lot of the goal.
So what you're saying there, it's easier to defend, is it? Or have a drag flick? Just give you a couple of options.
It keeps the goalkeeper guessing,
yeah, uncertainty.
I mean, they don't know if they should stay up or go down, but when you know that there's only a sweep or a hit option, then the goalkeeper lies straight down, and it's a lot easier for the runners just to really back themselves.
So the Mavericks continue to push. Lovely control there by Tori Robinson. Oh, it was a good pass, but Michaelson was there. Read that one like a book. Nicely controlled. It's great play from the Tridents down that right flank. Free hit just outside the circle. It's taken quickly. Into the circle. And penalty corner just dribbled up onto the legs there of Amelia Marlowe. It's good play by the Tridents down that right flank. They really brought the ball forward very effectively on that attack. So Michelson's going over to take it again. No doubt we'll see Ivory up there. We saw Hildesley, part of the Brains Trust, trying to work out this play. Trident's hunting a 5th with 2 to go. Scramble in front of goal, it is a 5th. That's a 5th goal.
Kat Henry there with quite a firm hit.
So let's check this out again. Michaelson. And pouncing on the loose ball. Number 4 it was. Rose Tynan. And she has the 5th goal.
Yeah, the Kat Henry is known for her strong hit, so it's good to get that going on target, make the keeper have to make a save.
So 5 goals to 0. It's been a very good opening here for the Northern Tridents.
I mean, going into this match it was tough to pick, but the Tridents obviously proving themselves. 3 goals in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, 3 goals, 1 now in the 4th quarter. And who knows, there could be a 6th goal coming here. Michaelson, beautiful control, but she has been tackled very well. And away comes Jakes. Jakes chasing this one through. Good stick work from her and a good pass. Davey, here's a chance in front of goal, and Robinson again. Just couldn't quite get that last touch on it. Fabulous pass. Tridents end-to-end stuff at the moment now, folks. In these last few seconds.
She'll be wanting to get this up the other end as soon as she can.
Michaelson has it. 2 goals to her in this game. That'll just about do it. And there goes the hooter for full time. Fantastic opening for the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. Has ended with the Northern Tridents winning this game by 5 goals to 0. So 5 goals to 0 was the final score. Michaelson with 2 goals. Ivory, Hildesley and Tynan getting that one near the end. So 5-0. We'll be back with an interview and a bit of a discussion about this game in just a moment. Stay with us.
On Saturday at 12 p.m. when they take on the Falcons, while the Mavericks will go up against the Alpiners on Saturday.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Well, welcome back to the Gallagher Hockey Centre here at Waikato. We've just seen the Northern Tridents win the first game of the Sentinel Homes National Premier League by 5-0 over the Hauraki Mavericks. Got the Hauraki Mavericks captain Liz Thompson with me. Liz, unfortunately not for you guys in this game. What do you think, what was the main reason for them getting on top of you today?
I think, first hit out 5-0. Loss isn't the greatest start, but I think there's a lot that our group can take from this and a lot more hockey to play, and I think certainly these are the ones you learn from the most, and they've got a really strong midfield and attacking lane, and I think we probably turned the ball over too much in those dangerous areas and probably didn't capitalise on when we got into the front third as well. Well,
you created opportunities. That's something in the first half, the first quarter in particular, a lot of penalty corners you created, so there were some opportunities. You can take that forward to the next game?
Yeah, a lot of PCs, which is great. I think the conversion rate's probably something we need to look at, but I think we're learning a lot about each other. I think there's so much to soak in. This is the first time we've even met some of our teammates, so I think, we can't use that as an excuse because everyone's in the same boat, but hopefully we can go over this footage, and we've got a rest day tomorrow training to maybe work on some PCs and some set plays and hopefully improve from there.
Good on you, Liz. Hard luck. We'll see you on Saturday for the next game.
Thank you. See you later.
There we are, Liz Thompson there, the captain of the Hauraki Mavericks. And coming in to have a chat to us now is Stacey Michaelson, the Black Sticks captain and the captain of the Northern Tridents. How are the lungs, Stacey?
Yeah, they're definitely suffering after that's for sure.
Yeah, well, great to be back on the pitch, not only for you, your teammates, but the Mavericks and the two teams we're going to see shortly. It's fantastic to get some hockey, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you could see the real sense of enjoyment out there amongst the girls. A lot of the girls have been playing club hockey, but obviously this is a step up, and you could see how much everyone was loving being out there.
Why do you think you got on top of the Mavericks in this game?
I think we definitely had a bit of a slow start and they came out well. I think we built really well as a team, and the way we moved the ball amongst our layers in the second half was great, and I just said to the girls, I think it certainly looked like we've been training together the way we were able to move the ball, so that was huge for us.
And You got a couple of goals yourself. Nice to get a couple of goals.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I'm playing in the midfield, but yeah, playing quite high. I probably should score more often than I do, so it was nice to score a couple today.
Well done, Stacey. Congratulations on the win.
Cool, thank you very much.
There we are, Stacey Michaelson, the captain of the Northern Tridents. Hope you enjoyed that game, but stay with us. We've got another game coming up in just a moment. Starts at 7 o'clock. That's the Central Falcons, the Lower North Island team, up against the Southern team, the Southern Alpiners.
The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand.